Hello and welcome back to another Zwift route guide. This week we will be looking at the Greatest London Flat in London, which will be used for the 7th race of this ZRL season, Fall 2021, and the second team time trial of this season. Let's get into the footage. This course has a 7.5 kilometer lead-in, which we're on now. I did move backwards to the start pens for you so that you could see the whole lead-in, which is why my distance counter is off at the top. The course is 23.6 kilometers long, plus the 7.5 kilometer lead-in, and has 147 meters of elevation gain. Being that this is a team time trial, there are no power-ups or intermediate points available, all about how fast you can get through the course as a team. All divisions will do one lap of the course, roughly 31 kilometers in total between the course length and lead-in. And this is a regular route on Zwift, so you can choose it from the route selector on London, or create a meetup here with your friends. Now, although the course profile is rather flat, there are some rollers throughout, so maintaining your group cohesion will be very important for setting a good time. Now we're going to be coming up on the end of the lead-in as we go through the start-finish banner here. And now we're actually on to the course. You should also take note that the new pack dynamics will be in effect for this week. This reduces the effects of sticky draft and has been well received. However, it has also made doing the line formation much harder in these team time trials. So teams may want to look at running the blob formation, as it's much easier to maintain your speed with 1 or 2 riders at the front, and the rest of the riders just falling into a blob behind them. For those that don't know, there is also a WTRL team time trial every Thursday night, and I would highly suggest signing your team up for this every week, at least during the ZRL season, as it is the best practice for these events. The Thursday team time trial also allows bigger teams, as you can run 8 riders instead of 6 that you use for the ZRL. So you can either run 2 6-man teams, making your 12-man roster from the ZRL, or 1 8-man team, from which you can then select 6 riders to do your ZRL team time trial. As with most of the team time trial courses, the bike selection here is to get as aero as you can. But you should remember that you cannot draft with a time trial bike. So you will need to have a road legal bike, and for this reason, the Tron bike tends to be a favorite selection on most of the team time trial courses. As for team time trial rules, you should remember that overtaking teams should increase their power, while teams being overtaken should decrease their power. This creates a big enough power difference that sticky draft shouldn't happen, and should allow a clean overtake to occur. This will be aided by the new pack dynamics, as the reduced effect of sticky draft will make those overtakes much easier to complete. You should also remember that if you are dropped from your team, you cannot join other teams. You can't join a faster team to catch back up to yours. You can't just join another team and have them drag you to the end. And having been in time trials where other riders have done this, even if you're not taking pulls, it breaks group cohesion, and especially if you are taking pulls, it really messes up with the group's order, because most of these teams will have a set rotation order. So regardless of what you think is going on, by you joining into a team that is not your designated team, you will be messing around with that team's event. So just generally be a nice person, don't do that. If you happen to be caught by other riders that have been dropped, then normally it is okay to group up with one or two other riders that have been dropped from their teams because you're then not interfering with another team's rotation. Now we're coming back into the end of the lap here. And I do expect that the A teams will be looking at around about a 35 to 40 minute team time trial. And upwards towards 45 minutes to an hour as you go down through the divisions. As we came over the start-finish line there, that is the end of the lap. If you found this helpful, leave a like, subscribe if you don't want to miss another route guide. Good luck with your races, and as always, ride on!